Hey guys, this is Haley from OneOnRabbits.com, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a week in the life cleaning my house with 5 pets. So I have 2 rabbits, like you guys know, but I also have 2 cats and a dog. With having 5 pets in the house, it obviously causes my house to become quite messy, quite fast. So I just thought I'd take you through my little routine on how I try to keep my house clean. Of course, I do not do this every single week, or I don't always keep up with it, but this is what I try to do. So first off, I'll show you what I do on a daily basis. In the kitchen, I try to clear off the counters and put away all the dishes and load the dishwasher every single day. I also try my best to clear off the counters and sanitize the counters as well. My cat Milo also eats raw food, so I like to make sure that area is all nice and sanitized because he does eat on the counter. I know that might seem gross, but that's just how I do it because I have multiple cats in the home and a dog. So here you can see I'm just loading up the dishwasher and making sure all the dishes are all nice and clean because I don't know about you guys, but I have to pre-wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Otherwise, they do not get clean. And here I am the next morning just unloading the dishwasher again because it's a never-ending process. I tend to have a lot of dishes for just a single person just because my cats eat on 2 plates a day, and then obviously I have my food as well. The dog's dishes, I typically hand wash all of those for now because they're not dishwash safe. But yeah, the cat plates do take up a lot of room. So here you can see I'm just sanitizing the counters. I will mention that I am very careful to not let the cats on the counter after I sanitize them, just because I don't want them stepping in the cleaner, as this cleaner is most likely not safe for them to lick. I did switch to using Clorox after, the whole health pandemic and stuff, just because with it being immunocompromised, I wanted a easy and safe cleaner that was tested to make sure that it did kill germs. So that is what I currently use. There are also a lot of great natural cleaners out there, and I do use those as well, but just during the last year, I have switched over to this in the meantime. So then I also clean up the floors before I vacuum, and I tend to have random stuff on my floors all the time. I don't know, I'm a really messy person, to be honest. So I'm just picking up the laundry, picking up everything like that before I vacuum. And then obviously I scoop the cat litter boxes every single day as well. I have 2 cat litter boxes in the basement as well, but I didn't show that on camera because I didn't want to take the tripod in the basement. But once I do that, I just go ahead and hit start on my vacuum. I have the Shark automatic vacuum, and it automatically empties into the little container, so that's really nice. Then I also go ahead and pick up the living room so that the vacuum doesn't get stuck on anything. Just pick up all the cat toys, all the dog toys, make sure that everything's all good before the vacuum comes out. Honestly, if you have pets, a robotic vacuum is going to be your lifesaver. I love this thing, it's amazing. I try to use it every single day. Sometimes I use it twice a day, and I never really have to vacuum my house. I should also mention that I do have a house cleaner that comes twice a month, so every other week. And she does the deep cleaning of my house. So she'll clean the bathtubs and the showers and the toilets and things like that. I obviously do that stuff when needed, but she does it every other week, so that's really helpful. She also comes in and vacuums really good in all the corners and everything. So for the most part, I just use my robotic vacuum. So then on to my weekly cleaning. I go ahead and take my rug up. This is a Ruggable, so it's 100% washable. So I just take that off and go ahead and wash that once a week, because with a dog it gets disgusting very fast. And then I take my couch covers off of the couch and go ahead and wash those. And if any of the couch covers are dirty, I also wash those as well because they are washable. Here you can just see I'm doing laundry. I'm just cleaning the rug and the couch covers, things like that. Laundry is also a never-ending process, so yeah. And then I'm just going ahead and washing the couch covers and just tidying up the laundry room a bit. This room tends to get really messy really fast because I throw everything in here when I don't know what to do with it. So I try to clean that at least once a week just to keep up with it. And then I'm also sanitizing the counters here because I feed Lincoln in the laundry room so that Milo doesn't eat his food because they are on different foods at this time. And then I'm just grabbing the vacuum. I use a Dyson, I think it's a V8 vacuum, and I just use that where the robot vacuum doesn't go. I don't let the robot vacuum in my bedroom or in the laundry room. And then I just have this Bissell steam mop. It was like $80 on Amazon. I really love it. My floors are 100% waterproof, so it's totally safe to use on my floors. So if your floors are able to use a steam mop, I highly recommend. If you have a dog, this is literally a lifesaver. I definitely didn't need it when I just had cats and rabbits, but with a dog, it's amazing. So I just steam mopped it real quick because Lincoln gets his food stuck to the floor and it's disgusting. So I just wanted to clean that up real quick. And then I'm just finishing my laundry. And then I take my vacuum, my Dyson again, and I'm vacuuming underneath the rug before I lay it back down. I'm also gonna go ahead and use my steam mop underneath the rug. It doesn't get that dirty under the rug because obviously the rug is on it at all times, but I just like to do this every once in a while, so I definitely don't do this once a week, but maybe like once a month or so I will use the Bissell underneath the rug just to make sure the floors are all nice and clean. The steam mop is super easy to use and super fast. So then I just roll the rug back out and vacuum it. This is like the Velcro bottom to the Ruggable, and it kind of gets hair stuck to it, so I just like to vacuum it before I put the top of the rug back on. And this part is really hard because Lincoln is obsessed with crawling underneath the rug when I put it back on, so it's really annoying. And it's also an 8x10 rug, so it is huge and it's really hard to handle. I'm actually hoping to get a new rug this year. I got this one on Black Friday last year just because this one is white, and do not get a white rug with a dog. You will have footprints on it at all times. So I want to get a darker colored rug in the future, but for now this is what I have, and I just wash it once a week, and it always looks dirty, but that's okay. It looks good on camera at least. And then I just go ahead and put everything back in the living room, which is mainly just animal stuff because I have a lot of stuff. And then it's time to put the couch back together. I just take everything off the couch and vacuum it. I have a lot of animal hair because I have 5 animals. So then I just put the couch covers back on. These are mainly just because I have a dog now and he is very messy, so I like to cover up the couch because it's white and I don't want it to get super dirty. And then here I am cleaning the bunnies' litter boxes. I do this about twice a week, actually. Once a week I do a full clean, and then halfway through the week I do like a spot clean, but here I'm just cleaning the whole litter box. I believe I have a whole video on how I like clean litter boxes if you guys are interested. So I'm not gonna go in super in depth, but I just spray it with vinegar and water and then fill it back up, things like that. It's pretty easy. And then I just go ahead and vacuum underneath the litter boxes because I just get a bunch of hay and stuff back there. So, and then I also sometimes spray it with vinegar and water because I have these plastic mats down. And I do this maybe once a week, once every other week. I don't do it very often. It doesn't get that messy, but I do like to wipe it down every once in a while. And then once a week, we also do a full clean. So my dad actually helps me this day. He tends to help me when I'm not feeling good, just with my pots and stuff. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna pass out very easily, which is why I'm just sitting on the hay box here. So yeah, he definitely helps me. Vacuuming is one of the worst things for my pots, which is why I have a robotic vacuum in the rest of my house. But on weeks that I am feeling better, I try to do everything that I can myself. This week I just knew after cleaning my entire house, I was not gonna be able to clean the bunny room by myself as well. So thankfully my dad lives right next door and he came over and helped me. So we're just putting everything back in the bunny room, vacuuming everything really nice and good. We do a deep clean, not every week, but like maybe every other week. For the most part, I don't need to deep clean it super often unless they're shedding really bad. Hair just gets everywhere, but they keep it pretty clean for the most part if we just vacuum on a daily basis, which I did forget to put that in this video. On a daily basis, I do try to vacuum the bunny room floor, but I forgot to film that footage before posting this video, but that's okay. It's literally just vacuuming the floor. It's nothing that special. But yeah, here I'm just getting a bunch of new toys out for the bunnies. I like to switch up their toys every couple weeks just to make it nice and interesting and fun for them. Oh, there's a cat. Cats are not supposed to be in here, which is why we threw him outside the door. Another thing I do, or I try to do once a week, is steam mop my floor. Again, the steam mop is amazing, highly recommend. And it's pretty quick. I'd say it takes maybe 20 minutes to do my entire floor, not counting the laundry room and my bedroom. I barely ever do that. I just let my house cleaner do those pretty much. But yeah, it's pretty easy, and it really helps because Luca tracks in footprints all the time because he goes out in the rain, and it's been raining a lot here. So yeah, my floors get really, really dirty very fast with a dog. So yeah, this is really helpful, and I really like it. It also doesn't make me feel sick like other mops do. And then for the bathroom, this is the guest bathroom where I wash the bunnies' veggies and their water dishes. So it tends to get like little veggie particles on the counter. So I like to just sanitize that and get that all nice and clean. I also just go ahead and wipe down the toilet, even though no one really uses this toilet because I don't have guests over because I'm lonely and alone. So yeah, I sometimes do a deep clean of this bathroom, but if no one's used it, I don't like clean the inside of the toilet typically. I don't remember when I filmed this, but someone must have used the toilet, so I'm cleaning the inside of it. I also apologize for the lighting in here. I hate it when lighting does this. And this bathroom is also where I give Luca his baths. So after he gets a bath, there is dog hair all over. So I have to vacuum and mop the floor because it gets really disgusting. So I just use my Dyson to vacuum it real quick, and then I also use the Bissell mop to mop it. For the most part, I try to line up his baths for when my house cleaner comes so that I don't have to do the floors. But sometimes he needs a bath and there's nothing you can do about it. But this bathroom is so small, it's so easy to do. It takes like 5 minutes. So that's basically it. That's how I clean with 5 pets. I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't show everything, of course. I'm sure there's a million and one things that I could have showed to clean, but that's for the most part what I do. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I hope to be posting a day in the life with 5 pets very soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on a new video. Bye!